What's up, everybody? Dadbot Actual back once again with the Ronin training, coming at you from the range. And today we want to talk about a little topic that affects shooters all over the place, and that is cross-eye dominance. Before we get into the topic, don't forget to hit that like button, don't forget to subscribe, and as always, check us out at www.theronintraining.com. Now, let's get into it. What exactly is being cross-eye dominant, and how does it affect somebody out on the range? Simple explanation is, whatever your dominant hand is, if you are a righty or you are a lefty, it is your brain telling your opposite eye that that is going to be your dominant eye. For example, if I am right-handed and I am left eye dominant, I would hold and engage targets with my right hand, my dominant hand, but use my left eye to sight in and aim on those targets, vice versa for a left hand, right eye. Now, I am fortunate enough to be right hand dominant, and right eye dominant. Two easy ways to find out if you've got an eye dominance issue. First one is super simple, and you can do these right out on the range. First one is called the pie technique. Simply take both hands, put them out in front of you just like this. Then we're gonna bring them together, and we're gonna form basically like a pie with a small hole in the middle. And once you've done that, you're going to slowly bring that pie back into your face, and whichever eye that hole in the pie naturally gravitates to, that is your dominant eye. Super easy. Second one, I've heard this one called the clock method, the target method, the point method, whatever you want to call it, but again, super simple. Simply pick an object. They say the clock method because it's easy with like a clock hanging on the wall, 10, 15, 20 feet away, something a little ways away from you. Take your finger and point your finger, whichever hand you want to, point your finger at that object. You want to focus on your finger, just like you would focus on the front sight post on a firearm on the range. And you're going to take turns. You're going to close your right eye, and you're going to close your left eye. Now, whichever eye you close and it appears your finger stays on that object, stays hovering over that object, whether it's a clock, whether it's a target on the range, that is your dominant eye. If you take your finger and you place it out over that object and you focus on your finger like a front sight post and you close an eye and it looks like your finger jumps and does one of these to either side, that is going to be your non-dominant eye. So two super easy ways to figure out if you've got a cross-dominance eye issue. Now, one of the things we always see out on the range is people with cross-eye dominance issues sighting in on targets and engaging targets. As always, here at the Ronin training, safety, safety, safety. Our rusty, trusty Glock, we have no magazine inserted. There is no round in the chamber. This is a Condition 4 weapon, therefore it is deemed safe for demonstration purposes. Now, when you're out on the range and you achieve a proper stance, you're focused in on your target, you draw your weapon, you bring your weapon up, you punch your weapon out. Normally your weapon's going to come right here in between your eyes, and you'll naturally be able to focus, if you need to, with your dominant eye. Now, you know we advocate at the Ronin training both eyes open, front sight focus, which does help with the eye dominance issues. But when it really comes to engaging targets finally and really making sure you get those precision hits, your dominant eye will take over. So, for instance, myself on the range, when I draw my weapon comes up, I punch it out. Right now, I am set to go, I am on target, and I'm ready to engage my target. Someone that has a cross-eye dominance issue, you'll see them do this. Their weapon will come up, and they'll camp their head to catch that sight picture, that front sight post, in their dominant eye, i.e. my non-dominant eye. So they'll be engaging targets like this out on the range. Now, if you're hitting your target, that's great. That's the point of the exercise. But who walks around like this? Once you bring that up and you switch to your dominant eye, which is on the other side of your dominant hand, you lose, what do we always talk about? 180-degree situational awareness, your peripheral vision. You're going to lose that. One of the easiest ways to compensate for said eye dominance issue is to bring your weapon up, and instead of canting your head to find your sights, like a lot of people do when they search for their red dot, if they got a red dot optic on their weapon, is to simply shift the gun. Shift the gun over to your opposite eye. Now I've got a perfect sight picture on my left eye, which is my non-dominant eye, but to a cross-eye dominant shooter, that would be their dominant eye. So my support hand is holding the weapon. My dominant hand, cross-eye dominant, would be my left eye. So again, just by simply shifting the pistol over to your other eye, you can effectively engage targets. Keep your head focused downrange. Remember, we're built as predators. Our eyes are in front. We're supposed to be looking everywhere downrange and all around and keep our periphs and our 180 degrees of situational awareness. So again, super easy. The weapon comes up, drawn. Instead of cocking your head, simply focus on your target and bring your weapon over to your other eye, and you're ready to engage. Super easy fix for cross-eye dominance issues. Thanks for checking us out, guys. As always, hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, and check us out at www.theronintraining.com, and we'll see you out on the range.